podcast that I'll remember to do that. And today I want to talk to you about Yajuj and Majuj and some thoughts I have and pondering in regards to Yajuj and Majuj, others may known as Gog and Magog. So I'm not going to go over the basics, but essentially to summarize it up, they are children of Adam, and they were two destructive tribes that Dul and Karne sealed behind a wall made of molten copper and iron, and they've been trying to break that wall ever since. And when they get close, Allah rebuilds that wall, and near the end of time, that wall will break, and they will wreak chaos and havoc across the earth. So, what I wanted to say is, people say, Yajuj and Majuj, they're isolated from us, they're isolated from the world. But I saw there's a majority. Muhammad said that for every one of us, there's 999 of them. So what does that mean? We're isolated from them? Like, think if you have 1,000 people in one room and 1,000,000,000 people in another room, would it make sense that the 1,000 is isolated from the billions? Like, that's what I'm saying. And if that's the case, then people were right that the majority of people will be in hell, because Yajuj and Majuj, they're the bad guys. But if they're 999 and they're human beings, children of Bunny Adam, then that means the majority of people are cooked on Judgment Day. And I also wonder, how does this work? Like, how do they have that much people, that much kids? Like, they must be doing a lot of stuff, and let me tell you, globalists would not like them. And some questions I have is, like, what race would they be? Kind of like how we have Asians, white people, Arabs, Indians. Like, what race would Yajuj and Majuj be? Or could they be their own race of people that we just haven't seen? Like, could they be reddish colored, purple colored? Rich people are just this own race of human beings that we haven't seen. And now some research that I failed to do before this is where the wall is. Now, I had done some research in the past, but because I'm an idiot, I forgot where the wall is. I forgot what I learned. So some theories that I heard is that it's in the North Pole, and other people say it's down like by the stands by some rivers. And I'm gonna have to do some more research and come back to you on that. And at the end of the day, where the wall is just a series. There's no definitive location like that's where the wall is. It's just theories. But however, it's good to know these theories. And the thing is, it's divinely hidden. That's why with Google Maps we can't find them. We can't find the island of Dajjal. Well, because it's divinely hidden. Technically, I could be in some place right by the wall of Yajuj and Majuj, and neither one of us would know that we're close. Like, I could be literally deciding to touch the wall of Yajuj and Majuj, and I wouldn't even know it. And likewise for them, they wouldn't know I'm there because it's divinely hidden. But it's just crazy. And the next thing I want to go is, there's a series that the Huns and the Mongols were of Yajuj and Majuj. And to me, it's one of those things where I'm not going to say it's confirmed fact that the Huns and Mongols were of Yajuj and Majuj. However, I'm also not going to take it off the table and be like, nope, this is false information. The theory that says they are Yajuj and Majuj is they were vast in numbers. Well, first off, Muhammad had a dream where there was a hole in Yajuj and Majuj of their wall. And people saying that small bits of them got out, that being the Huns and the Mongols. And the Huns and Mongols brought destructive chaos. They were practically unstoppable. There were large quantities of them that just kept coming and coming and coming. And they just wreaked havoc all across the world. And Arabs at the time saw they were of Yajuj and Majuj. And they also matched a description because Asians look similar due to like their faces and stuff of Yajuj and Majuj. However, that being said, it is said that the wall will fully break at the end of times, and they will be released after Dajjal is defeated and he has come. And obviously, at the time I'm making the video, that has not happened, and there really was no mention of bits of them spilling out. However, that could just not be talked about. So whether the Mongols and Huns were of Yajuj and Majuj, Allahu Alam, but I won't throw it off the table. However, I won't state it as fact. Now, next up I wanted to say, it's crazy because these people are humans, they're not alienoid creatures. And that means wherever they are, first off, that place must be huge. They house like billions and billions of people. Like, I don't know how. Now, where's that other scene? That's like fitting like 100 people in a tiny room. But however it is, it is. And essentially, these people, because they're human beings like us, they have their own language. They have their own culture. They have their own norms. They have their own technologies. They have their own societies. They have their own rules, which is completely separated from us. Like here, you might look at America. We have a culture. We have a language, English. A culture of movie technologies of airplanes. We have leaders. We have historical figures. Yajuj and Majuj have that too, and we don't know. We're like two groups of people living side by side, completely unaware of the other culture, similar to Jinns, because Jinns live side by side with us. They have their own languages, their own cultures, their own technologies, and we're just completely unaware of us, and that is crazy. So my update that I need to do is series on where the wall is, and that's my podcast. Hope you all enjoyed it.